I made it. Holy moly. So I sit down to go on, and my computer, my PIN number is numbers. None of the numbers would enter. It even had a little screen that popped up. That wouldn't work. I had to restart the computer. Then it yelled at me again. Then I had to shut it off. I'm like, oh my gosh. How you doing, Scooter Mom? Oh. It rained all the way home. That made me late. And I had to stop over by Tom and give him some egg rolls from my meal because I forgot my lunch in the fridge at home. Sounds like I'm getting better, but I'm still wearing a mask at work though, because working days, the hours I'm working, I'm near customers and stuff. So, and I sanitize the crap out of the keyboard and everything. So nobody freak. But most of the time, like when I'm on my patrols and stuff, I put it down because, it fogs up the glasses. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Well, this is what I always get. Sometimes it'll just be allergies, and it'll start in the sinuses, then it goes to my throat, makes my throat scratchy, then it goes into my lungs and turns into bronchitis. And that might have something to do with my asthma, but it always ends up in my lungs. So long before COVID, I was getting this crap, and because they're like, what are your symptoms? And I'm like, it's not COVID. If I had COVID, I would be in the hospital with my asthma and everything else. But I wasn't as prepared to go on this fast as I thought I was, because I was like, I was supposed to just sit down and change my shirt. I was already taking everything off. I'm like, I gotta find clothes. I should have had all that stuff ready to go. But the rain slowed me down quite a bit. So, because literally, now my computer's still yelling at me. Go away. All right. So I was listening to, on the way there, I was listening to the live chat that Aaron, Eric, and Dusty did. And then I started on Natalie's when that was over on the way home. And she was into that city council meeting when I got home. It might just be us. Pretty late. But we'll see. There's always people that might drop in. But, so I was what I wanted to do, if we get some people in, remember how we talked about those 2 videos? What did I do with my phone? There it is. I was going to send them to my email. I'm connected to my phone on my computer, but I'm not sure how to do all of that yet. I'll figure it out. Maybe we could look at them together for fun. We'll see what I did. I heard. I'm going to have to watch that whole thing. 5 hours? Jeez Louise. How many people were there? I got to watch that. Because they had to, she was just getting to the city manager talking about she'd been in negotiations and said something about the 30 days. And Natalie says, that's important. And then I was home. So I'll have to finish. I'm going to have to go to the council meeting. Holy moly. Hey, Minnie. Howdy, howdy. Yeah, I had to work extra, so I came on really late tonight. Oh, I imagine. They probably just found out about it. I think it was in the paper, wasn't it? That's how they kind of found out about it. How Aaron and them. So, yeah, nobody knew about it. And they said in there that they had to have 30 days to, to publish it, and they didn't. Methinks there's something afoot. Oh, we're talking about the Clearwater City Council meeting and them Scientology trying to buy that street. And Aaron and a bunch of residents went to that city council meeting upset about it, because I looked at it and I thought it's just a little street. Who cares? But they're ticked because it's a shortcut. It's a way to get from one important place to another, I guess. Yeah. At the last meeting, that's when they all found out about it. And that wasn't 30 days, I don't think. So, yeah, I think they sound. And then she said they were throwing each other under the bus. I gotta watch it. Oh man, I gotta get more involved in Austin. See what's going on here. Hey, Mark, how are you? I was late because I normally don't work tonight, but literally, like a week or so after, 2 weeks after I started, somebody quit. Oh, notification got in front of that. Oh, I haven't seen hardly anything. The only reason I'm caught up is I have an hour drive each way. And so I listen to Natalie's recap and Scooter Mom's recap and anything else I can find. That's the only, I haven't been able to really watch anybody this week because then I've been sleeping. Oh, the hubby is calling. He probably forgot I was going live too. Hello. I forgot I was supposed to go live tonight. You're live. Just so you know. I'm live streaming.
Oh.
I was supposed to go on at 11, but I was late.
Oh, you're live right now?
Yep.
Okay, just making sure. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. It's really cool, so I can go over and Tom has to leave right away after he clocks in. So we only have about 5 minutes. I can run over there and say hi, and then he has to leave too. But we had to get him a rental car today. So I pull in to look at his rental car, and he said, if the world came to an end right now, we both have brand new SUVs. I'm like, hi, Lori. I'm like, yeah, I know. So he rolled into work last night, and he said there was this rumbling noise, and he has never heard anything like it. Well, today he investigated, and his rear end is leaking. He has a 2008 Dodge Nitro. We have replaced the engine, everything connected to the engine, the heater core, the front end after that, brakes and rotors at one time. Everything's been replaced except the rear end. It could be upwards of $1,500. It might just be seals. But we're of the mind $1,500 is a whole lot cheaper than having to buy another car. So we will keep these. We kept my 86 Suburban running till this person, female, pulled out of a bar in front of him. And it was on Access Road where it was 45 miles an hour. And because we both had USAA, this is why we left USAA. They told us it was our fault. We even had a witness that stopped and gave us her name because she said she jumped out and slowed down. Now, you're supposed to have 90 feet to stop doing 40 miles an hour. Do you know what they said to me? I was in tears. I was so frustrated, y'all. She said, well, because she got straight, it's your fault. How many times have y'all had somebody rabbit out in front of you and get straight? And you slammed on your brakes and missed them by the sheer grace of God. Oh, Pup's here. Hello. I don't have enough devices. I do. I have 2 phones, 2 tablets, and a computer and a TV, but I just don't use a TV. Oh, I'm just talking about my first world problems. I'm on so late because I had to work. When I went to Friday nights, I wasn't supposed to work. Oh, okay. Cool. I always worry that I'm going to interrupt your stream, but I figure if people can just stop in for 5 minutes, I don't care. Because I went live a few days ago just because I hadn't seen you guys in a while. Because I was going to protest these last few days, but I got sick. Sunday, I woke up with sore throat. Then it went into my lungs. Hey, Tracy. So we were talking about the concert I went to, and that was the embarrassing video I sent my brand new boss. And, there's some, do you know what the worst thing that can happen when you're in security? If you're armed, which I'm not, it's misfiring, it's firing your weapon, discharging your weapon accidentally, dropping your weapon. I don't have that. So for me, it's falling down. Y'all, I fell twice yesterday. I have bruises all over me. I did the face plant again. What video did you send your boss? Hey, Eric. Oh, cool. Cool. Filling up the going live. Oh, cool. All right. Cool. I get it, pup. I do. But I had planned on protest. I liked my schedule of Saturday and Sunday night that left my week open. But somebody had to go and quit. So that now I had to cover 2 to 10. And that's when we have people in the building. And I'm not used to that. So I'm used to being the only one in the whole building. It's really weird. Really weird. So today, we have an open tasting room that's open till like 9 o'clock. It's like a little bar, but it's really nice. Matter of fact, I told Tom we need to do a date night where we come up there, go to Magnolia where he works in the shops, and then go over there and then go to this restaurant I see across the street that looks really nice. Hey, Yarn, hey, Lydia. Are you new? Well, good to have you. We're just BSing tonight. I put the conspiracy theories out because we had some more of those to talk about if the right people come back. But my schedule's been all over the place, y'all. I'm normally a protester, if you don't know, Lydia. I think I've seen you on other channels before, Lydia. I think if you have a channel, I think I looked you up, if I remember. I think I did. Are you on Insta? Yeah, I think I'm subbed to you or something. Oh, but yeah, I do, but I feel bad that there's no one live to send out. Well, I'm glad I was late because it rained all the way home. Oh, yeah. I've seen you. Yes, of course. I know. Well, it sounds like you just had a live stream, so that's fine. I'm always wired when I get home, so this is a good time. So if y'all don't know, we had that tree fall on our camper and my truck in the house. So I'm in a rental car that self-drives. You know what I was doing halfway home? I was zoning, I was bored, and I was unhappy with how this car was not clean. I'm not happy. So I put these disinfecting wipes in the car today. And halfway home, car's driving me home. I'm wiping down the dash, wiping down the steering wheel, pulling the cups out, wiping out the cup holders. Car's driving. It's freaking awesome. I wish I could afford to buy that car. Okay. Well, I might not be on here that long. We'll jump over and see you. So, but thanks for stopping by, hon. I appreciate it. I miss you guys. Man, I really do. I'm like, it sucked that I couldn't protest this week. The weather's been, but you know what? The weather's been wonky too. What are you doing in there? Get your nose out. They're wired because they were alone a lot today. Tom took an Uber to the Enterprise and he sat there for 2.5 hours waiting on a car. Yet we reserved the car. So Dusty is so close. Yeah, I know. I'm following him twice because I have 2 accounts. I got my husband. You know what? I'll call my kids and make sure they're subbed. I know. Going over 1,000 is pretty cool. You know what? I don't even know what my subs count. Mine went down so low, I just quit looking at it. Didn't even care. Because I don't care. What I care about is how many people I have to talk to or how many people come in and support. That's all I care about. Because I haven't even turned on the ad revenue, but I was thinking about that on the way home. I think I'm going to go ahead and turn that on. Oh, check in sub count. Let's see. Switch account. Ooh, I got lower. I'm down to 1380 now. Let's see. So I went from, I was close to 1,500. I was hanging on. So I've lost about 110 subscribers, which is fine. I don't care. And I know why. Well, whenever I don't protest, I lose. Yeah, 1384. That's not too bad. So, but those are people that left either, when I don't protest, I do lose. I get that because that's what my channel is supposed to be. But I lost a lot when, I finally said my piece. Did I miss anybody? We've had sun, rain, snow. I know, pup. Well, they keep saying we're going to have these horrible storms and tornado watches, and then nothing happens. Or he has to keep covering the camper because the insurance agent, even though they totaled it, they said to put a cover on it because I assume they're gonna take it. They're supposed to get it next week. They're probably gonna salvage it out. I mean, it's in good shape. It's only 5 years old, and we never used it. So, but the air conditioner was splattered. Yeah, I know. We need to work on that too. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Yeah. It's been weird. We've been watching stuff about this seeding the cloud stuff. And we've been thinking just on our own. Yeah, it was in the 60s today, and tomorrow it's going to get to 45 tomorrow night while I'm at work. Because I do have to go outside a little bit. Ooh, I'll stick with my 45. Thank you, Tracy. Where are you guys at? I know y'all have told me before, but I have no memory whatsoever. So my husband was gone all afternoon and then left for work. So the dogs are all antsy. They were already doing their WWF, their Worldwide Fur Baby Wrestling, in the bathroom while I was trying to change my clothes. Yep, you're in Culver City, Eric. Yeah, Long Island. Right, okay, I remember, yeah. Where's 28, Tracy? You're probably up north, huh? Nebraska, yeah. Yeah, anyway, all this wonky weather we've been having the last year or two. Wyoming. I drove through Wyoming once. It was pretty. We drove through a lot of things because when he was in the Army and we got leave, we were homesick. So we literally, every time he took leave, I always had to lose pay because I never had a job, had vacation. And we would drive straight home, visit everybody, drive around for days, and then drive home. When we lived in California, it was 2,800 miles. And when we got a little bit older, he'd been in about 10 or 12 years. We finally got tired of it. So if we did go home, we stuck our butts at his parents' house and said, if you want to see us, you come see us here. We're not going to drive around. Or we started having staycations where he would take vacation when we just stay home. Or he'd just stay home and I wouldn't call off work. So we got enough people here, I think. So not last week. Was that last week I went to the 26th, whatever week that was. I got tickets to a concert. I haven't been to a concert in 20 years. And if y'all have heard me talk about BTS, it's a huge group, trust me, globally famous group in K-pop. And matter of fact, they're all doing their military service right now, but they made music before they left and videos and stuff and albums, and they've been dropping while they're gone. So they can't even promote. And one of them, they're doing solo stuff. His solo song has been on the Billboard Hot 100 for 33 weeks, and he's not even promoting it. He's not even around. That's just how good it is. Anyway. Yeah, I hear a lot of good things about it. We're looking to move out of Texas when we go full-time RV, and we need a base camp. And we're looking at Wyoming, Montana, something like that. Something out in the boondocks that's pretty and is cooler than Texas. I'd move to Canada, but they won't let me. Last thing I heard, to move to Canada, you had to have $80,000 in the bank to even get residency. I'm like, yeah, we don't have quite that much. But Tom was supposed to go with me. I said he didn't want to go. He didn't want to go, so he created a tiff with me. I'm not even going to go into it. So we had a tiff, and I said, fine, I'm going to go by myself. I literally was going to go down there and see if anybody was standing near the venue saying, hey, I want a ticket. I wasn't going to sell it. I was just going to find somebody to sit with me. Well, I called Trish, who comes up from San Antonio and protests with us. I said, hey, you want to go? Last minute, literally the night before. And she saw it that morning. And she said, yeah, I'll go. Come to find out, she is a big concert goer. She's been to that venue like 20 times. So she drove. She knew where everything was. And I got a really nice hotel in the Riverwalk, too, because I didn't want to drive home after. So I had a designated driver. So I took advantage of that. Guys, the beers at a stadium are this big. They're 25 ounce. We stood in the rain for an hour and a half. That's when we finally got standing. We parked, we got out of the car, we waited on the little golf cart thingy to get us and take us to the line. And you should have seen these other girls out there in skimpy little cute costumes freezing their butts off. Because it was in the 60s, but when you're wet, you're colder. And so J-Hope, just let me explain his name. So they all have nicknames in the group that play off their real names, sort of. And his name is John Hosek. I don't even know his real name that well. But the reason he picked Hope, I have to tell you. And there's 7 of them in the group. So if you know somebody that's a fan, you say, who's your bias? That means who's your favorite. He's my favorite because of his personality. He's always happy and laughing and having a good time. And what the reason he picked that name was, when you open Pandora's box and all the evil is let out in the world, all that is left in the box is hope. And when he introduces himself, like on Jimmy Fallon, he'll say, I'm your hope, you're my hope, I'm J-Hope. So I really like him. And he's more of a rapper, though. So a lot of his stuff, I don't get into everything, but he did some BTS songs, too. Anyway, while I was at the concert, my boss texted me or called me. I don't even remember. And to see if I could work 2 days after that. And I was like, yeah, I'm at a concert. And I sent a video. I didn't know this. So Friday, I'm driving back from Dallas to pick up Chris, and he calls me, says, are you going to be able to work? This was like 6:00 on Friday. I said, I don't know, in Dallas. He said, well, you said you could. I said, I don't remember that conversation. And I had to explain to him later why. And he says, and so I looked, I go, and when I talked to him, I said, I see I sent you a 43-second video. He says, you sent me 2. I was like, and then we talked about it, and then he goes, you sent me 2. The way he said, you sent me 2, makes me worried. Makes me worried. So I was like, I've said, I'm sorry. And I told him, I said, I haven't been to a concert in over 20 years. I haven't partied like that, probably about longer than that. So I'm going to see if I can send him to my email and see if I can find his number. And so let's see. Where's he at? And thank God, I think it went to him directly, because there are threads between the officers that involve the other supervisor too. That's my husband's supervisor too. I was like, oh my gosh. Where is he? Is that it? No. Dang. It's not that long ago. Why is it not coming up? Hey, just give me a second. It should have his name, right? On the. Let me find him by name. Contacts. I know I saved him in contacts. I did not. Okay. Oh, hey, Tony. Hello, hello, hello. Just trying to find something. All right, let me start over. It should have his name on it. Oh, no, here it is. Now, I don't see 2 videos. I see a picture. No, that's a I didn't send him 2. There's not 2 videos here, you guys. What is he talking about? Unless it's on a different number. I sent a picture and a video. All right, well, let me send it to. All right, to my email. Or download. How do I download this to my phone? No. I don't know how to do this. Let me check on here. It may have already uploaded to my Google stuff. I don't know. Google, where are you? Google. Google. There you are, Google. Google. No, not Gmail. Images. Photos. Where are you? Okay. Open already, would you? Where are my photos? Oh my goodness. Let's just say that was March, right? No results. Why not? Because I'm not in the right one. That's why. There we go. There it is. And no, those are just the ones I recorded. So let me upload these other ones. I don't have my other glasses. They're still in the car. All depends on what country you're coming to Canada from. Oh, I didn't know that. So I'll have to check. Well, if we were just with the camper and we weren't buying land or anything, I know we could come in for a while. But I'm trying to figure out how to download this or forward it. There we go. There's the download button. Save to your stored media. Okay. Where's the Google Photos? Google Photos. Photos. There we go. Alrighty. This is riveting stuff here, guys. Riveting. Oh, well, let's go into the other story that happened today while I'm waiting to do that. So, the bartender came by today and he said, "Did anything interesting happen today?" And I go, "Well, yeah, kind of. Okay, there it is. It should be in my photos. So, I went to, so I forgot my meal. I usually pack something, a freezer meal or something. I forgot. So I got on DoorDash and I ordered pho. I love pho, but all the pho places around me suck. So I was eating and I came out and there's a purse on my desk. And it's a, you have a tall part of the desk and a low part. It's kind of because I'm in like a lobby. And I'm like, okay, obviously somebody left this. Well, I found out later the bartender brought it from the bar. She left it. It's a Louis Vuitton purse, y'all. And I'm like, so I looked it up. Used, it cost $2,500. That's the only place I could find it. I was like, this is not leaving my eyesight. And I have nowhere to lock it up. So I sat there for 40 minutes waiting on her to come back. Well, during that time, the tour guide, she was standing there and I told her, she goes, "Well, what's the ethics of looking for an ID?" I know. And I said, "Well, I don't care. I'm security. Why don't you stand here and watch me?" Literally, it was only about this big. I opened it. Her wallet was open, and I just pulled it out and I looked. So I'm like, okay. Well, I'm like, well, I'm gonna give her till 6 o'clock because I have stuff I have to do, and it's kept track of. I'll get into that another time. But we have tags we have to scan at certain places. It's new. We just started doing that yesterday. And I went outside, got one of our padlocks off the gate that we weren't using, and I was going to padlock that sucker to the filing cabinet handle, so I could go do my rounds. Because I'm like, I've bought cars for that amount of money before, a used car. So right when I was about to do it, she walked in the door. And I'm just like, just forgot her Louis Vuitton purse. For 40 minutes. I'm just like, I don't know that I would do that. All right, let's see if I can bring up. Okay. It was 42 seconds. Where'd it go? There it is. All right. So the message I sent back was, let's see. All I said was, he said, "Hey, can you pick up a shift?" I said, "Probably. I'm in San Antonio right now." And he said, "Talk tomorrow." I send him a video, and that's it. I didn't say anything else. Her walking up and seeing her purse padlocked to a file cabinet. Hey, I was doing my job. That sucker wasn't going nowhere. Because then Nathan the guy told me later, he goes, "Well, you could have put it in the lost and found." Well, all that was a box in the storeroom. I'm like, not this. Plus, her wallet was so thick, y'all, with cards and stuff, it didn't even close. It was sitting open like this. You couldn't close it and snap it. And I'm like, no. Who knows how much money's in there? I mean, I have a Michael Kors bag that my hubby won at the Christmas party last year that has never left the bag it came in. I'm afraid to take it anywhere. So let's see if I can share this. Share screen. Oh, yep, here it is. Oh. I got nosebleed seats. For real. They're really good though. And this is the later part of the concert that wasn't that exciting. Oh no. But it was fun. So that's what I sent him. But he said 2, and there's only a picture. So I don't know. Maybe he was mistaken. So he thought it was 2 videos. He probably didn't want to click on it. He's probably afraid. He's okay. He's not. He's a stickler for the rules. Like, you got to do it like this, but he's not overbearing about it. So I really like him. And his wife works there too. So she works a different shift. So she was working on the weekend. She was doing the 12-hour day, and I was doing the 12-hour night. So it was a lot of fun though. And the reason I did it is they're all getting out of the Army this year, and they're planning a world tour next year. And I'm saving up $3,000 to get 2 tickets. But that's not the worst part. It's just trying to get a ticket. And I don't care if I have to get nosebleed seats. I'll do it. But everybody's going to want tickets. So, other than the city council meeting, did I miss any other big news in SPTV world? Oh, I liked what Eric Rader said. Kind of like what we had already talked about with Pup and her when she decided to go off book with her protesting. Eric, did you get to watch that, Jen? He said protesting at Blue doesn't do a lot of good anymore because they're either can't leave because of their family or they're all in with their beliefs. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you chewing on? What are you... You weirdos. Daddy left that laying around, didn't he? They got a hold of a rubber glove and they're chewing it up. No. And she was snapping it. I'm like, what is that noise? Thought she was breaking something. Yeah, I saw him. Yeah, he's in Clearwater, and he was touching on what we had already talked about with Jen, that I think it's time to branch out. We need to get the information to regular people. We've been trying to get to there in the Scientologist brain for a while, but with these orgs that are, don't have a lot of foot traffic, it's time to go to city centers. I'm going to go, I'm thinking about protesting in front of our state capitol, which is only a few miles from the org. Something like that. Or anywhere you can think of where there's a lot of foot traffic. So anyway, I just wanted to touch on that because I listened to that on the way home from work. And I was like, we'd already figured out that already. So, yeah, I thought that was good too. I want to email him and Aaron about a lot of different things. And I was going to email him, but I was going to, this is what I was going to say. I was going to say, Pup Groomer 20 unlocked the next level of protesting and tell him what you did and have him get the word out. Because they're like me. They have a lot of traffic at Flag. There's a lot of non-Scientology traffic that drives through there. Oh, yeah. Awesome, yeah. I know Journey is mapping them, the front groups and orgs and all that. I haven't got to watch her that much, but that's what she told me. But yeah. So I'm thinking about doing that because we want to get it to our congressmen. I just want to make sure I gotta check the schedule and make sure they're in session. Mm. They are chewing up rubber gloves down here. You're hold on. I don't want them choking. Give me just a second. You guys, you're worse than a bunch of toddlers. Toddlers, I could say, stop that, and they would. Give me that. Get away from that. Get away from that. Where'd you get that? That's not yours. That's not yours. Oh, what a mess. What a mess. Oh, what a mess. No, that's not yours. No. God, it's all over the place. Oh, there's a finger over there, piece over there, piece over there. Oh, I just don't need them choking on it. Yeah, you're being bad. You're being bad. Not you, you're too big. Come here. Oh my goodness. They miss me. Tom says when I'm gone, they just lay there and mope around. They're like, Mommy's gone. And then when I get home, they love me, they miss me. They miss me. Oh. Lay beside me. There you go. Lay right there. Calm down. You go lay on your blankie right there. Go on your blankie. Go on your blankie. Good girl. And then Tiny, he just barks at me. When he wants something, he barks. He's very vocal. He goes, when he gets excited, he's like, oh, 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 oh. It's cute. It's cute. One of these days, I got to film it. It's so cute. Oh, but yeah. Yeah, if we could find some front groups that have really good sidewalk traffic, that would be a good idea. Really good idea. Yeah, like I said, I'm lucky. I have a lot of foot traffic that's non-Scientology in front of the org because of the college, and that's what I'm there for. But not everybody has that. And Flag, they don't have a lot of foot traffic, but they have a lot of people driving by that see the signs and stuff. Oh, who watched the city council all the way through? Did they bring up Erica's arrest? Because they said they were going to do it anyway. Because that guy lied out his face. And then he was like, oops, she has a body cam. God. I mean, he's the reason, he makes people hate cops. Cops like that. And I know they're not all like that, but you don't know what you're going to get. Am I frozen? Oh, no. Okay. Mark Buncher. Oh, okay. I thought Aaron had said, but they were mainly talking about the street, that even though they couldn't bring it up, they were going to do it anyway. So I hope he does that next meeting. Yeah, I know. It was pretty dead out there. I'm glad you moved, because you got new eyeballs on it, and I think that's a great idea, especially Vegas. You get people from all over. Because I'm hoping that a judge's kid or a judge or a congressman that's on vacation or their cousin sees us and mentions it and gets, that's what we need to do now. That needs to be our effort now. Because the orgs have heard everything we have to say for a year and a half. So we need to branch out. And, somebody, people like to down things, but, Eric putting the flyers up, I think that does a lot. It gets, how many people, when you are protesting and you do get people say, I didn't even know they were here, or I don't know anything about Scientology. It might be enough just to get them to go look it up. Well, what is this? And hopefully we have enough channels out there that they'll find us first. Oh, that too. Yep, that's perfect. And see, I'm near base too. I just have to figure out where in this area I would be allowed Now, we have an outdoor mall with a public sidewalk out front. I'm pretty sure that's public. So I think I could probably park myself at the entrance. I know protesters go to the front gates of the base all the time, and there's a lot of traffic going on and off base, but I don't know if I want to do that. But I will. I'm looking now that I got the new good sign. It's bigger and you can see it farther. Now I'm ready. I'm ready to go different places, I think. So I have a positive outlook for the next year, We have the last year behind us, and now we have the next year ahead of us we need to plan for. Oh, goodness, guys. So did anybody bring their conspiracy theories tonight? You know what I thought was really cool is we did the Manson stuff, and the stuff I learned from John Atack too. And then Natalie and John Atack talked about it later. Oh, have you guys been watching that? Oh, I can't wait for his new book. I can't wait. Yes, I am. Yeah, I've been sick all week. That's why I didn't get to protest. Because I spent my days off in bed. I'm on the upward mend. I'm not as bad as I was. What'd you find out, Eric? Mm-hmm. Oh, I know. I knew that. Yeah, I knew it wouldn't be fast. Once I knew I was going to be doing this a long time, when I started, I had no idea. I just started. So now that I know I'm in it for the long haul, that's the thing is we know that there have been things that have gotten out that have been finally, addressed and taken care of through protesting. We know it works. A lot of things have come to the forefront because of protesting. So I know it's worth doing. Oh, yeah, I know. I remember that, Eric. Yeah. I think I remember hearing about that. Yeah. And back then they didn't have the internet. So when it was reported, everybody lost it, and it took them a while to retract it. So people were upset for a little while. Now we get that on the internet and we can go search it and see if it's right or not. But not back then. Yeah. They do that a lot now, but back then that didn't happen as much. That was a reporter that didn't do their due diligence. Yeah. And he's outlived them all, hasn't he? No, Ringo's still around. Dang. Matter of fact, BTS, the group that I like, the K-pop group, they're breaking records that only the Beatles had. Oh, yeah. They've said that about a few of them. There was one I actually tried. I don't remember which one it was in the 80s. There was one we all actually tried. It was like Ozzy Osbourne or something. And it didn't work very well. So we were like, yeah, this probably isn't true. It was hard to make them play backwards. You had to have special stuff. So, Mother Nature is. Me too. Me too. This whole fall. I mean, since last summer, I was great through the summer, 3 days a week, no, like clockwork. And then autumn hit. Not that we really have an autumn here, but man, just rain and rain and rain and rain and rain and rain. And then we actually had almost got snow. And I didn't tell you about Tom getting pelted by hail. So this would have been probably about 2 weeks ago when he first put the tarp on. right after the insurance agent was here. And he had to get up on the camper and put a tarp on because he knew it was going to storm. While he was on the roof, it wasn't raining or nothing. He started getting hit by hail. He's like, that crap hurt. He's getting hit by hail. He's trying to finish putting the tarp on and tying it down and everything. Because we have a big travel trailer. It's 33 feet long. So that he's had to reposition it 3 times. He's got to do it again. He had to do it again today. We went over money. Yeah, our we had a Ford F-150. It was a 93. We had that for 12 years. And it got hail damage, and they handed us a check. And we were like, yeah, we'll just live with it. So, yeah. Surprisingly, when the car got totaled from hail back in May, Tom was an hour north in Waco and didn't get the hail. So he missed, thank goodness, the truck wasn't here. Oh, did I tell you about the truck? So we got the tree removed. We have Progressive for the camper and we have State Farm for the truck. So Progressive said because the roof was demolished, to replace a roof, it totaled it, even though it's only 5 years old. A 5-year-old travel trailer is like almost brand new. And but they said if it went all the way to the deck, which it did, he didn't even go inside. I'm like, we have a leak inside. He didn't even care. So we talked to our State Farm about the truck, and they're like, okay, go to this place to get it fixed, and you can. I pay for rental car, because we've needed it so many times. So that's why we have the rental car. A week later, Tom gets a call, and oh yeah, we did too. We totally did, because it was a dark red truck, and you couldn't see it that well. It wasn't horrible, so we didn't care. And it was old. She calls and she says, and Tom's always half asleep when they call during the day. I said, I wish you would write things down. So he couldn't remember the exact numbers. But they said, well, we've decided to total your truck because it'll cost more to fix it than what we think it's worth. He's like, it's already at the shop. They're already working on it. She says, I'll call you back. She calls back. She's like, yeah, okay, we'll fix it. Because they authorized it to be worked on. So we're getting it fixed. Because we'd rather it be fixed than to get the cash, and because it's paid off, than to get the cash and have to go find another vehicle that we don't know anything about. Yeah, I did. Oh my goodness. Insurance and all this stuff. So out of all of our vehicles in this since last May, not even a year, technically all of them have been totaled except Tom's truck. Oh my God. 3 out of 4 vehicles have been totaled in less than a year. Oh my goodness. And back in May, the truck was already fixed once because Tom ran into a semi-truck tire. So at the time so we didn't get the hail damage, but literally like a couple days after the hailstorm, he's driving to work and a semi-truck tire appears in the middle of the freeway. Old Dimples. That's a good name. Wish I had thought about that. I don't know what to call our truck. I know, right? I don't know what's going on. I don't know. Well, we kept the car. So, and we still owed on it because it was a used car for my son anyway. So we didn't buy the gap insurance. So we just paid it off. Actually, I don't know. We still owed some money on it, which is fine. But he just fixed the window, the rear window, and I think the rest of the damage was their fault because they took so long to come look at it. We were trying to put plastic over the broken back window and it got water damage that wasn't there like at first. It was consequent storms after that leaked into the car, and then I guess it was like outside damage. I think it has dimples too. I'm not sure. I don't see it very often. It's a little Honda Accord. Ugh. Yeah, both of our pickup trucks have been red. So we have good. I don't know if we have good luck or not. Y'all, I've been living on my cold brew, trying to stay awake at work. I rarely sit in front of the cameras. Y'all, if you haven't heard, have I told Scooter Mom knows. So the job that I do, I have to patrol this huge facility. It takes up, and the iPhone we have to carry counts our steps. So, my notebook's in the car. So I've been writing down my hours and my steps. And so Saturday night, I don't patrol as much because we have customers till 9. But Sunday night, I patrol the whole 12 hours. So Saturday night, I get 5 miles in. Sunday night, I get 6 or more, over 6 miles in. I haven't walked 6 miles in my life anywhere for any reason. Thank goodness I can go do a little bit and sit down, go do it, but I hate to sit. So I literally will only sit 10 or 15 minutes, 20 tops, before I'm off doing another round. Because there's different areas, and I get to pick when and how I do it. So I shake it up. And I have to go outside, and I'm unarmed in the middle of the night, which I don't like. But it's okay. I carry my flashlight with me that's metal and hard. But I haven't had too much trouble yet. But it's not a very my last job, I was going. My mind was always going. I was always busy. It's really hard. It doesn't stimulate the mind that much. But it was a good job to start back after 15 years because I can walk and I can sit, and so far. If they start getting on me about those tags, originally they wanted us to hit them all every hour. I'm like, you can't do it. There's no way. And do the cameras and pay attention. So anyway, how's everybody else doing? I haven't been able to watch hardly anybody this week. What's something good that's happened to you? And if you haven't had anything, something you saw. That's a good topic. But they didn't ask me about working next week yet, so I'm hoping I don't have to. But I think if he doesn't hire somebody, I'm pretty sure I'll have to. That's gonna suck. Excuse me. Sorry. And then I have to. Chris is down here with visiting his son, and he wants us to get together tomorrow at the pizza place. So I have to get up earlier than I'd planned. So I was like, oh, I can sleep later tomorrow. Not really. Oh, well, that's always good. That's good. I know how insurance can be. That's good. That's a win. One of these days I'm going to get to the eye doctor. But my readers are working really well. What it is, I can see the screen through my bifocals, but I would be like this the whole time. So I just switch to the readers when I'm at the computer, and it's working just fine that way. Yeah. I got my first crown too. It was weird. Never had one before. Have you had one before? It's weird. It feels weird. It's all smooth and doesn't feel like my real tooth. Oh, I would hate to have that done. Yeah. If I lose any more teeth, y'all, I won't be able to chew. No, I know how it is. I got to get some implant partials or whatever they call it. So I was thinking about that today too. I need to get with the new dentist, and we need, because they did my emergency stuff, but now we need to do like the regular stuff, the x-rays and the cleaning and all that. So I got to get back with them for that. I know. I'm always gone. You don't know what to do. I've been here literally every day of her life until a couple of weeks ago. Well, except for I did go to Devon's for a month. I've never had one before, so I like it way better than having a tooth pulled too. So they just kind of grind down the old one, and then they put a temporary one on with some sort of cement. Feels weird. And then wait for the one to come in that they that matches your original, and then it's really quick. The second part, they just glue it on there, and they were done. I was like, you're done. It's just really smooth compared to the rest of your teeth. Oh yeah, that a bridge. That's what I need. One on both sides. Actually, it's weird. I'm missing all the teeth down here, and a couple teeth up here. So it's I only have certain places I can chew, and this all happened in like the last 2 years. And if you guys don't know, my daughter is the one. I've been on pain meds since really 2008. And I looked it up, and being on pain medications that long the one I'm on, can cause tooth decay. And I've had all of my teeth have cracked. So this new dentist put me down as cracked tooth syndrome. I think that's just the catch-all. And I had to tell him about it. I'm like, he didn't know what I was talking about. I'm like, how does a dentist not know that? Oh, that sucks, Scooter Mom. That sucks. You can only get... That's terrible. I just don't understand. Because in the long run, it's cheaper than doing a whole bunch more stuff or dentures or something like that. At one point, I was like, just take them all out and give me dentures. But then I read up on it, and they're like, that's a bad thing because there's a whole lot of issues with doing that. So. Oh, wow. Yeah, see, I haven't gotten any kind of partial plates yet, so I'm curious to how that's going to work for me. Because I've looked at the new ones. What my mom had, if it was going to be like what my mom had, I was like, no. But they don't do it that way anymore. They kind of work the wire around other teeth. My mom had lost her front bottom teeth, and she had a partial that was a metal plate that sat under her tongue. And that's what kept it, I guess, in there. I'm like, man, I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to deal with that if I can help it. But that they don't do it's different now. It's less stuff. It's more they put wires around other teeth. Like I could probably deal with that. It'd be nice to be able to chew better. I bite my tongue all the time. It's painful because everything's out of whack. I started the Invisaligns and I need to go back and start them over. Oh, yeah. I was surprised that they wanted to do implants with me because I have bone loss too. But then when I found out how much they cost, I was like, we'll do the other thing. I don't know. Now that I'm working now, maybe I could afford to do the implants. Oh, wow, Lori. Yeah, my husband has that issue. He has a tooth he needs to get taken care of. But mine have gone more crooked since I started live streaming because I did the Invisalign, but I didn't finish and I didn't get the whatever that is you wear at night. And so now all of these teeth that weren't crooked have now moved around, and they were not this crooked about a year and a half ago or 2 years ago. I can see it. Oh. Yeah, I got the crown in the back up here, but then I have the gaps down here. I'm missing teeth all the way to here on the bottom. The top, this is the side I chew on because it's not as bad. I think I'm only missing 1 or 2 teeth up here. Can't tell. But I need to get back into the braces. I might have to go. I'm not paying for Invisalign again. I did not know how. They didn't talk to us about how much they cost or anything. They just did it. Oh, you have care. We got you care credit. You can do all of this. Didn't know that all of that was mostly the Invisalign. I'm ticked off. Don't go to Aspen Dental, y'all. They lie. Because they said, oh, we can get you a loan for, it was 10 grand between the two of us. And we didn't even know it was a credit card until it came in the mail. And they didn't go over and itemize what we were getting done. I thought this was covering the implants too. Come to find out it wasn't. Because they talked about the whole plan, we're going to do this, we're going to do this, we're going to do this, we're going to do this. It's going to be this much. And we got you a loan. And we've been paying out the butt for this. It's ridiculous. And it wasn't even covering the things that we thought it did. So that's why we left Aspen Dental. And why I didn't get the rest of my trays, my Invisaligns done. Well, you guys, I'm going to go. I'm wore out. I appreciate y'all stopping by. I miss you guys a lot. I miss talking to you guys. I know. And I'm gonna because they're a chain. I'm gonna go on Google and give them a Google review, and I'm thinking about going to the Better Business Bureau because they lied. They said we're getting you a loan. This new dentist doesn't do anything until they sit down and go over everything on your bill and what you're having done. And Aspen didn't do that. They talked about a plan, but they didn't tell us what we were actually paying for at that given time. My husband still got his Invisaligns. He's never even started them. I'm mad. Because I said, Tom, we could buy a small car for that. You need to start the Invisaligns. Oh, cool. Thanks, your mom. You are all being relocated over to Pups. Okay. All right. Ham it up live. I'm going to go die. I'm not going anywhere. I am exhausted, y'all. The thing was, I got 3 hours sleep this morning. Tom comes in at 8:30. I fell asleep about 5. I was going to sleep till 11. I'm like, 6 hours is good for me. And he woke me up and I couldn't go back to sleep. Well, Antics is live. Go do a room raid to either one of them. Yeah, that's what I thought. Well, I'm glad because I hate to go over top of you because I know you do late. Switching from Saturday to Friday was supposed to be easier. I didn't know I was going to be coming home from work at 11 something. But yeah, somehow I made it though. Every time I started to zone on the cameras, it was chilly out. I would just do an outside perimeter patrol. Get my blood pumping, wake up. All right, y'all. I'm still gonna try to do the Sunday reading. We had to do it's shorter than we used to do. So I'll schedule for the Sunday reading. Maybe by the time we get this book done, John A. Tech's new book will be out. I'm really, really interested in that one. All right, Scooter Mom and Lori and Pup and who else is here? Whoever else I missed. I appreciate y'all dropping by, and I will hopefully be able to protest next week if the weather works for me, because I only got to use my new sign once. I want to go use it again. Good night, y'all. Have a great week.